So within the large solar system of princely states, there were primarily three kinds of players. One were very pro-India, great supporters of freedom struggle. The second group was ambivalent. While in public, most of the ambivalent people did say that we are part of India, but in private, they were conspiring to see if they could secure freedom. And I think even rulers of places like Baroda belongs to that. The third was almost like an axis, almost like a corridor that runs from down south Travancore through Mysore, Bhopal, Indore, Junagadh into Pakistan. It was almost like a corridor through the heart of India, and I missed out Hyderabad. Rulers were very keenly committed to securing their freedom. Now let's meet the camp of our heroes, the men who have largely remained on the margins of history, but who played a very sterling role in ensuring that India did not split up into a million pieces. To understand how that group came about to play this crucial role, we must look into a meeting that happened on June 13th at the Viceroy's house, the present-day Rashtrapati Bhavan. In attendance was Mountbatten, Nehru, Jinnah, Patel, Kripalani, and others. The crucial problem that Nehru raised at that meeting was the political department, which has been the custodian of all the dealings with the ruling families and the keeper of their secrets, had been frantically destroying, burning hundreds of files related to the princely states. And in a very unusual moment in that tense times, Jinnah actually agreed with Nehru and said political department cannot have this level of autonomy and right to deal with princely states. There was one more reason. The loyalty of the political department has always been with the ruling families. So Mountbatten finally agrees to set up a department which would be soon called the States Department to deal with princely states. And these States Department were to be managed by Indians, and for the first time in centuries, the Indian ruling class was going to deal with Indians and Indian officials. The State Department began to emerge under Patel. He picks VP Menon. VP Menon is then the constitutional advisor to Mountbatten, the senior-most Indian official in the British Empire those days. And Patel picks him as the secretary of the States Department. And it's an improbable story, VP Menon's, because he burned down his village school as a child, ran away from home, went to coal mines, worked as a miner, then became a typist, finally landed up in the British administration. He was not an ICS officer, but he had climbed his way through the ranks because of his outstanding administrative abilities. Patel and Menon then looks around to see who can be Menon's number 2 additional secretary. And they come upon C.C. Desai, yet another interesting character. Desai is a classmate of Subhash Chandra Bose from Cambridge. In fact, Netaji and Desai both sat for ICS exam. But Desai came under family pressure and decided to join ICS, whereas Subhash Chandra Bose, as you know, did not sign up finally and became the revolutionary that he became. Desai is now in Mumbai and he's heading the Indian Tariff Board. Patel and Menon calls him and Desai shifts to Delhi and becomes the man who puts on file a large number of the strategies for Menon and Patel to look into and appreciate. The States Department's role was at one level well defined, at another there was a lot of ambiguity. A few things were set in stone. August 15th, British are handing over power. India is going to be divided into 2 dominions of India and Pakistan. So it was getting into a complex maze now. And the States Department had just about 1.5 months to get things in shape. And this 1.5 months we should see in a broader regional context. Few years before this, Burma was separated from India. Originally Burma and India were part of the same British administration. There was not even a single road connecting Burma and India those days. Even then, it took 3 years to separate the administration of Burma from British India. And here we have 35-40 days hardly to divide almost 1/4 of the world population and put in place 2 dominions and deal with over 565, at least 565 princely states. So the State Department was now walking into a minefield of egos that they have never dealt with. As you see in the run-up to independence and later, Desai becomes the key anchoring figure of the State Department. While Patel and Menon are talking to the rulers and running around, and Menon is traveling a lot after independence, it's Desai who is the anchoring position there. Joining him is M.N. Butch. M.N. Butch was also an ICS officer. He was in Punjab as Civil Supply Secretary when the partition chaos are beginning. So he doesn't come till August 10th, and he comes by and immediately gets down to the task, especially of the Western Indian region, where, as you know, not just all these big princely states, there are also many hundreds of unattached states, smaller ones. But when they asked for Butch to come and join in July, he couldn't come, and they agreed with the argument about Punjab. So they identified another official from the political department called Bane Singh Ji, and he is now sent to Rajkot, where he is setting up office and talking to all the people, getting the instrument of accession signed. Then there is a group of people who are joining the headquarters. Many of them are from the political department, but shifting this side. So Indian junior officials who are working in political department are mostly joining the States Department. So States Department is a network that is operating, that has to operate across India. But there is one providence that is happening in 47 because of this entire josh about free independence that's coming. We have a network of divans in many of these princely states who are very, very committed to the idea of independent India. Sardar K.M. Panikkar in Jaipur, B.L. Mittal in Baroda, etc. And one of them is very interesting, Venkatachar. He is in Jodhpur. So his ruler has a last-minute change of heart by the first week of August. Via Mumbai, he lands in Delhi, and Nawab of Bhopal takes him to Jinnah. And Jinnah offers him a blank check and says that you declare independence or whatever. It's the 6th of August, he's meeting Jinnah, and by the 8th of August, Venkatachar is writing to Delhi secretly, saying that, my ruler is doing this. When Gaikwad is having second thoughts in Baroda, sitting in Mumbai with advice of M.R. Jayakar, the lawyer, B.L. Mittal is reporting it to Patel. So does somebody in Nizam's administration. There's a very courageous official there who has direct access to Nizam and is involved in the running of the administration, who starts sending out letters to Delhi to almost give real-time update about what the Nizam and gang are planning. And we must not forget Haidari in Assam, because he is actually the governor of the Assam province. He's a British appointed official, but he steps up to the momentum situation and on his own he goes out. So that network actually helps in many ways State Department to take its time to grow. If not for that informal network of this very brilliant, powerful people committed to the idea of India, we may not have it. The balkanization would have been further strengthened. And they were not willing to give up on that till the last moment.
Head to Radio Azim Premji University on YouTube and dive into the wonders of our nation. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Stay curious.